Hello, everybody. Welcome to Fit to Go with Molly. I'm Molly, and today I am here to talk to you about squats. If you're new to my business and what I do in this channel, I am here to talk to people who are over the age of 50 and older, so midlifers and beyond, on how to make sure that you're incorporating strength training into your days and your weeks. Okay, so if you're not doing that, highly encourage you to do that. And this tutorial today is going to talk about squats because it's one exercise that really works your whole lower body, your glutes, your hamstrings, your quads. So it's a great exercise to learn and to do it correctly. And a lot of people say, I can't do squats because it hurts my knees. But anytime you sit in a chair and get out of a chair, you're doing a squat. So people don't realize you're doing squats. So let's look at form. We're going to learn about form today, how to incorporate the strength of a squat so that you can get stronger, from somebody who's never done one to somebody who is very good at doing them, and how you can keep challenging your muscles so that you can get stronger. So the first thing I'm going to do is start off with a chair. So you just sit down in the chair, and I want to just point out a few things. You want to think about having your ankles under your knees, because a lot of times I see people sitting in a chair and their feet are tucked in under the chair. So when they go to stand up, you can see how tucked in under my feet are. My weight's going to be propelling me forward, and automatically it sets me up for the ability to lose my balance. So I want to make sure that my ankles are under my knees so I can stand up, keep your head above your heart as you sit down. All right, and you're going down through the heel. Push up through your heel, hinge at the hip first, and go down with your weight in the heel. Go ahead and land in the chair, put all your weight into the chair. You want to work up to 10, 15, or 20 of these, and you will feel them in your quadriceps particularly. As you think about pushing through the heel and coming straight up, you're going to be activating a little bit more glute muscle. The next level is you're going to step away from the chair, and this time you're just going to tap the chair with your butt. You're not going to sit down in the chair. So again, you're hinging at the hip. Your hands can come out in front to help counterbalance. That's really helpful when you're learning. And just tap the chair, whoop, and come right back up. All right, I'm going to even stand a little bit closer to the chair. Hinge at the hip, tap the chair, and come up. So that's going to be more difficult because it keeps the tension in your muscles, okay? You're not sitting down, letting all the weight off the muscle and letting the muscle relax. So by tapping the chair, it's going to be harder. So you want to work, again, anywhere between 10 and 20 of those. And once that feels comfortable, then you're going to do a squat without the chair at all. And you want to bring your feet, again, about shoulder width, hip or shoulder width apart, whatever feels better to you. I think a little wider stance is easier. So you're going to hinge at that hip, bring those hands in front, and as if you're sitting back in the chair, but we're not sitting in the chair. We're just using our muscles to lower ourselves down, particularly your legs, and press yourself right back up. You want to keep your weight in your heels and keep your head above your heart, okay? And the last tip for this, when you're doing a squat, to even activate a little bit more into your glutes, is you want to think about pushing your heels down into the floor and pushing them out opposite of one another, especially as you lift up. As you lift up, if you push your heels out away from each other, you're going to feel a lot more glute movement right here involved. So give that a try if you haven't done that before, and you'll definitely notice a difference. Okay, getting rid of the chair altogether now, I want to talk to you a little bit about a wall squat, because this is another way that you can really measure your strength. Because when you get on the wall to do a squat and you're using the wall to support you, you're really going to feel your muscles turn on and activate because you're holding it isometrically. So that you're keeping more tension on those muscles. They're working really hard and you feel it really quickly. The goal is to hold that wall squat for a minute. But if you're a beginner, you might need to start off with just 10 seconds. And that's okay. You will build on it quickly. So here's what I mean by a wall squat. I'm going to lean up against the wall, bring my feet out from the wall, and then drop my hips down. So it's basically at this 90-degree angle through my legs. And automatically, I can already feel my quads on fire right now. I'm pushing through the heels into the floor, and I'm pushing my back into the wall. And I want to hold this until I'm basically shaking and I can't maintain it anymore. So that could be 10 seconds for a beginner. It could be a minute for somebody who's really been practicing these. Now take your hands on the wall, push yourselves off the wall to get out of it, okay, safely, so you don't fall to the floor. Once you're done doing your first wall squat and you've worked your muscles to failure and total fatigue, you need a rest before you go back into your second set. So you want to take 45 seconds to a minute off and just let those muscles cool off and recover. Then when you're ready, you're going to go back to the wall and go into your second set, okay? So you're back in your second set, and you're going to hold it here for your second minute or your second 20 seconds, wherever you are in your program. You're going to do a second set. Until you can't take it anymore, come up off the wall. You're going to go back into a second recovery, so 45 seconds to a minute, and then you're going to do a third set, okay? And then, boy, you've really worked your muscles very well when you've done that. And when you're finished, I'll bring the chair back into the picture so you can hold onto a chair for balance. You want to stretch these quads out. So if I hold onto the chair and kick up my foot, I can get a good quad stretch, and I want you to hold this for 30 seconds to a minute on each leg to give it a good stretch. If this is too difficult to get your foot up, the other way you can do it is stand in front of the chair, hold on to something sturdy, a kitchen counter, a door, a wall, something. Pick up your foot and drop it behind you. And now you've got this 90-degree bend, and you're going to feel a big pull, but the bend in your knee is not as intense as when you hold it up like this with your hand. So you can maintain this very comfortably and still get a good stretch through those quads, and that will help them recover. So I love promoting squats because it's everyday functional fitness. We need to do squats in our everyday activities. If you're an athlete, if you're a runner or a cyclist or any kind of athlete, tennis player, whatever the case, you are going to improve your sport or any activity that you're doing by powering up the glutes, the quads, and the hamstrings. Just getting those muscles stronger will give you more stability. And again, it's going to improve balance, so many good things. So one exercise, multiple muscles, multiple joints involved here. So it's a really good place to start if you haven't started with any strength training yet. So I hope you give this a try. Make sure you subscribe to my newsletter so you can get updates like this and information like this on a regular monthly basis. And if you give this a try, I'd love to hear from you. So make sure you reach out to me and let me know how it goes. And I hope you can share this too with anybody else who could use the information. So thanks for being here, and we'll see you next time.